Good morning, children. Welcome back to science class. In chapter 3, we have learnt that woolen clothes are made from animal fibers. Woolen clothes keep us warm. In winter, we feel cold inside the house. If we come out in the sun, we feel warm. In summer, we feel hot even inside the house. Children, how do we know whether an object is hot or cold? How do we find out how hot or cold an object is? In this chapter, we shall try to seek answers to some of these questions. Lesson 4, Heat. Before starting in detailed discussion, firstly I would like to mention the topics that we will cover in this chapter. They are heat, what is meant by heat, about hot and cold object, measuring of temperature, about clinical and laboratory thermometer, and transfer of heat. These are the some important topics we will learn in this lesson. In our day-to-day life, we come across a number of objects. Some of them are hot and some of them are cold. You know, children, tea is hot, ice is cold. You can observe in this picture, a red hot iron rod is hot and ice cubes are cold. Some objects are hot, some are cold. Then how do we know if they are hot or cold? We can find out by touching. Come, let us try this activity. Take 3 large mugs and label them as A, B and C. Take 3 large mugs and label them as A, B and C. Put cold water in mug A and hot water in mug B. Mix both cold and hot water in mug C. Later, slowly dip your left hand in mug A and right hand in mug B. You know, children, after keeping the hands in the 2 mugs for 2 to 3 minutes, put your both the hands simultaneously in mug C. What happens? Both hands give you different feelings though they are in the same water. Why, children? That is because they are comparing to their previous temperature they were in. So, checking for hot or cold just by touching is not a good way of measuring. Also, it can be quite dangerous. It can be quite dangerous also. If things are too hot or too cold, they can damage the skin and the body parts too. Then, how do we measure heat? In fact, before that, why don't we quickly figure out what heat is? What is meant by heat? Children, what is heat? Heat is something that is a little difficult to define, but we use it a lot in everyday life. You know, children, solar energy. From solar energy, we will get heat and light. Sun is the main source of energy. It is something that makes things hot. What is that? As it makes things hot, we also see that it can do some work. Isn't it, children? If we heat water in a vessel and put a lid on it, the steam causes the water to move. A pressure cooker. A pressure cooker also blows off heat after it is heated. When water is heated, it turns into steam. It turns into water vapor. Liquid water changes into gaseous form. The steam, the water vapor, as you have seen, can lift the lid of the vessel. Then steam can do work. So heat also can do work. Isn't it, children? Steam can do work. So heat can also do work. Anything that can do work is a form of energy. We know anything that can do work is a form of energy. So heat can be said to be a form of energy. We can define heat a little better now. Heat is a form of energy. Children, we know heat is a form of energy. Sun is the primary source of heat energy. Then, now let us come back to our question. How do we find out how hot an object really is? How do we measure heat? To measure heat, we have to find out how hot a thing is. How hot a thing is measured by its temperature. Children, then what is meant by temperature? The measure of degree of hotness of a body is called temperature. Even we can define temperature is defined as the average kinetic energy of the molecules. About kinetic energy, you will study in next class. Then, and temperature we can find out using thermometer. So, the indicator of heat in a substance is its temperature. Thermometer is an instrument that measures the temperature of a system quantitatively. There are different types of thermometers which are classified on the basis of their application and working principle. The most commonly known the thermometers are laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. Here we can use a thermometer and find the temperature of the substances. For human and animal body temperature we can find out using clinical thermometer, and temperature of different substances we will use laboratory thermometer. Do you know what units we use to measure heat and temperature? Heat is measured in joules, its symbol is J. Then temperature is measured in terms of degree Celsius. The thermometer that you see in the laboratory looks like this. In this picture you can observe this is laboratory thermometer that has a higher range. There are also thermometers like this. This is not a digital thermometer. Children, nowadays we are using digital thermometer to find out the body temperature of human body. Clinical thermometer. We will use clinical thermometer to find out the temperature of human body and other animals. It is made up of a fine capillary with a bulb filled with mercury at one end. Here you can observe in this picture, it is a long narrow glass tube that comes out from the bulb. Near the bulb, it has a narrow bend known as constriction. Even we can tell kink. The kink prevents the backflow of mercury when it is taken out of patient's mouth or armpit. Inside, bulb is filled with mercury. Why they are used here mercury? Because mercury is a liquid metal. It is a good conductor of heat. And it is shiny. It does not stick to the glass of the tube. So, mercury is used in the thermometer. Then, hold the thermometer so that you can see the shiny liquid in the tube. If you have thermometer at home, you can observe, children, the shiny liquid is there inside the tube. Even see what position it is at. The liquid stops in the position of 37 degrees Celsius. If you notice, there are two scales on the thermometer. On one side you see degrees Celsius, and on other side you can see that scale is Fahrenheit scale. Here our body temperature cannot fall below 95 degree Fahrenheit or rise above 108 degree Fahrenheit. Hence, the range of clinical thermometers between 95 degree Fahrenheit and 108 degree Fahrenheit. In Celsius scale, it is 35 degrees Celsius to 42.2 degree Celsius. Both scales we can see on the thermometer. The international accepted scale is degree Celsius. It stands for degree Celsius. The other scale is called the Fahrenheit scale. Children, before using this thermometer, it has to be jerked few times. Make sure that the mercury goes below 35 degree Celsius. Look at the thermometer. This is clinical thermometer. In this thermometer we can see the range 35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius is mentioned. That is because this thermometer is only for measuring human body temperature. So it is called a clinical. Children, do not use a clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature of any object other than human body. Also avoid keeping the thermometer in the sun or near a flame. Children, nowadays we are using this type of digital thermometer to measure the body temperature of human body. Why we are using nowadays this type of this one? Because there is a lot of concern over the use of mercury in thermometers. Children, mercury is a toxic substance and is very difficult to dispose of if a thermometer breaks. These days, digital thermometers are available which do not use mercury. Then what they will use? They will use semiconductors like ceramics. About semiconductors you will study in your higher classes. Children, how do you find out your body temperature using digital thermometer? You must place the thermometer near armpit in such a way that the bulb is not touching armpit. Sit still like that for 2 minutes, then take the thermometer out and check the reading. Make sure you are not holding the bulb of the thermometer. What you get reading is your body temperature. Even we can find out our body temperature using temperature gun also. Do you know how hot our body normally is? Our normal body temperature is 36 degree Celsius. Children, the melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. Then boiling point of water means water is a liquid. When we heat, it changes into water vapor. steam. So water turns into steam at 100 degree Celsius. For finding boiling point of water and other substances, other liquids, we will use laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer we will use to find out the temperature of some liquids and other substances. A laboratory thermometer consists of a thick-walled glass capillary. One end of it has a thin-walled glass filled with mercury or red-colored alcohol. The air inside the capillary is removed and the other end is closed. The capillary is fitted inside a glass tube. The whole length is graduated to measure the temperature. We can see both the scales on this laboratory thermometer. You know children, SI unit of heat is joule. Then SI unit of temperature is degree. SI unit of temperature is SI unit of heat is joule, then SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Children, you know we will use laboratory thermometer to find out the temperature or boiling point of some liquids. Come, let us watch how the boiling point of water is found out in the laboratory.
Boiling point of water. We require distilled water, boiling tube, beakers, thermometer, a spatula, pumic stone, a stand with a clamp, and a Bunsen burner. Take about 25 ml of distilled water in a boiling tube and clamp it to the stand. Take a few pumic stones using a spatula. Put them into the boiling tube containing distilled water to avoid bumping while boiling. Cork the boiling tube with a double-bored cork. Insert a thermometer through one bore of the cork. Keep the bulb of the thermometer about 3 to 5 centimeters from the surface of the water. Take a delivery tube and insert one end of the delivery tube through the second bore of the cork and insert the other end of the delivery tube into a beaker. Take a Bunsen burner and heat the boiling tube gently by rotating the flame. Note the temperature T1 when the boiling of water starts. On boiling, water is converted into steam which passes through the delivery tube, is condensed and gets collected in the beaker. Continue to heat the water till the temperature becomes constant and the water continues to boil. Note the constant temperature T2. The average of the two temperatures gives the boiling point of water. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius.
Can we use the laboratory thermometer to measure our body temperature? No. It is not convenient to use the laboratory thermometer for this purpose. Children, what is the difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer? In clinical thermometer, we can see that kink or constriction is there near the bulb. Then what is the use of this kink? It prevents mercury level from falling on its own. Why does the mercury level change in the tube when the bulb touches a substance? That is because the heat from the substance transfers to the bulb and then to the mercury inside. You reset it and then make the bulb touch the object that you want to measure the temperature of. Then the thermometer measures the temperature of the object. Children, I hope you have understood the lesson and video also. Children, make a habit of reading textbook. Read the lesson heat and remaining question and answer and objectives I will posting in the WhatsApp group. Next session, I will continue the same lesson. Take care. Thank you.